And this is exciting here. Well, we're in for another superstar showdown with our top three again. And can we see the likes of Michael Hayden and Tyler with Kane add to that podium flavour here? This is going to be exciting. So MX1 race number 2 for these guys. Just a note from the club to all competitors. Please slow your speed down and watch your speed as you're exiting the track and coming through the pit lane. We've got a massive crowd here at Riverside Reserve Raceway. We'd appreciate if you could please keep your speed down when you exit the track and roll through the pits. So thank you for your cooperation on that one there as we get excited. Heading up here, MX1, the gate ready to drop, and we're in for a showdown here as we've got it all to play for. Important part of the day here, race number 2, and a great start from Hamish Harwood. So our national defending champion picks up where he left off in race number 1. Can anyone respond to him? What a showdown this is going to be. We've got 2 of our Hondas up there, so a great starts for those boys. We've got Coops in the mix as well. He's got himself into what looks to be about 2nd place as they throw it through the trees. And he's going to need to try and keep touch with the man in front. It is Hamish Harwood in command. Looks like a pretty good start from Kane Lamont up there as well. And we've got plenty to look out for throughout this race. We're looking out for Maximus. Where is Maximus? There he is in about 5th place. So a bit of work to do for the likeable young man on that L-Therm JCA Yamaha. As all they can do is watch that man on the number 1 sneaking off into the distance. Cody Cooper's going to try and give chase. He's now got himself up into P2. If he can hang on and make that move stick into the dual lane section. Here he goes, and I think the job is now done for Coops. So the 121 into 2nd place, but it's taken him a little bit of time, and then while it's happened, Hamish Harwood is attempting to clear out of this one here. Coops now in 2nd. It is Kane Lamont 3rd place. We've got a good start from Michael Kratzer there is with Kane. So it's a Honda 3-4 at the moment. There's Maximus in 5th. Behind him, Sam Cuthbertson. A much better start from Sam on the Ultra Honda machine. So go Sam Cuthbertson, a man who would love to put a show on his home fans here in the south. He lives up in the King Country now, but still loves and calls Dunedin his home. So here we go. MX1 race 2 on the day, and Hamish Harwood putting on a show here. Cody Cooper, 2nd place now. Michael Kratzer up into 3rd place. So Michael from Austria into 3rd place. Kane Lamont there. Right up behind him in 4th with Maximus Purvis. Sitting there in a quality 5th place, and he goes around the outside of Kane, and now he gets himself up in position. So 4th and 5th place swap around as we see it coming to life here at Riverside Reserve Raceway, home of round number 1 of our Aon, Fox and Pirelli New Zealand Senior Motocross Championship. We've had a long time coming since we were doing championship level racing. So to come back with a bang like we have today, this has been something special, and one of the reasons between that is the man in the front right now. A flawless start of the office so far. He's had 2 wins in MX125. He won race 1 here in MX1. And continues to show us why he is the New Zealand defending MX1 champion. The number 1 on board that CML KTM machine. Look at the speed they go down those back straight roller section. Coops there in 2nd place. Max is now up into 3rd. So Maximus Purvis on that L-Therm window systems JCA Yamaha. Got himself in a 3rd. Can he get himself into a rhythm and get after those guys in front? If anyone can do it, it'll be Maximus on the 44. Michael Kratzer on the Lila M machine. That's the Motul Bestfield Honda on board there. And great to have our Austrian MX champion joining us here for our summer. He'll be at the other North Island rounds as well, as we've got Kane Lamont just in behind him. So Kane Lamont there holding on a bit of pressure to his fellow Honda man. So can Kane Lamont go the toughie, get himself into 4th place? He's got a bit of work to do. Pulls up along side by side. But then look to Sam Cuthbertson. He's there in behind them as well. So look out for him on the Ultra Honda machine. And then a welcome return to senior level MX1 racing for Brad Groombridge. He's now tucked into 7th place. In behind Sam there. And looking out for Tyler Steiner. So Tyler has had the fall, so he's dropped well outside the top 10 on his Motul Bestfield Honda. So a bit of drama there for the poor man, rookie Tyler Steiner. Unfortunate stuff for that man there, who's showing some real good promising pace so far this summer. And let's have an update here of our top 10. Hamish Harwood, Cody Cooper, Maximus Purvis. Coops, the fastest man on the track. He was a 1:53.1, so half a second quicker than Hamish. Is this what we need Cody Cooper putting the hammer down and see if he can reel in. Hamish Harwood is only 2 seconds in it. We're going to see what's going to unfold here. We've got fast lap times as well for Maximus Purvis. That's the fastest lap of his race right then and there. He's not going to let those two get away with it. Michael Kratzer there. That is 4th place, but narrowly ahead of Kane Lamont. So those two are going at it at the moment. That's 4th and 5th place. Sam Cuthbertson ahead of Brad Grimmage. Madison Latigo, Matty, the local man. In 8th place on the 67 machine, Jared Guthrie. Welcome return to top level racing for Jared. He's inside the top 9 and go. Ethan Waters rounding in our top 10 on the Murray Thorn Yamaha. So looking out for it. The one ahead of the 1-2-1. Absolutely electric racing at the front, and go Coops. He's certainly not letting Hamish get away with this one here. So who's got their bike set up for this rough and rugged track? They're getting different tracks every time they go out. It's certainly going to be all on here. So 1-2-1, that's it there. Maximus keep in touch as well, so don't rule him out for any sort of glory. If the top two start dueling it out, he'll be right in the mix as well. And then look out for that cool Honda battle in 4th and 5th as well with Michael and Tuffy in 4th and 5th. Sam Cuthbertson makes it 3 Hondas in a row in 4th, 5th and 6th place. And then looks at that Kia Trailers White Line Kawasaki of Brad Groomage inside the top 7. And then a wonderful performance from the 67 of Madison Ladder and Jared Guthrie. Ethan Waters making it a South Island trio there in 8th, 9th and 10th place. This is exciting. As we'll look to catch a bit of an update. The fastest man on the track last time around was Cody Cooper again, so he is fired up and ready to go after Hamish Harwood. Hamish there still hangs on to a 1.2 second lead, and he loves this part of the track. Really the tight technical stuff. Hamish Harwood is on fire. It's this open flowing section on the second half of the lap. That's when Coops comes into play. So we'll look at this one here. This is a massive feature-length race, and there's still 13.5 minutes to go as they fly down that back straight. Those rollers come alive, and about as fast as you can ride a 450 motocross bike is what you're seeing out there. And a good crowd in too. It's a big welcome to everyone trackside here at Riverside Reserve Raceway. Also a massive welcome to you if you're tuning in on Ctas Live. Tell all your friends about it. Ctas Live will be at the other remaining rounds of the Senior Motocross Championships as Hamish Harwood. This makes a little bit of a mistake and gets a bit high on the soft stuff. He's cost himself a couple of tenths there, you'd have to think, and Coops, he is an experienced campaigner. He'll love that. He'll be able to see all that unfolding. He'll be able to see where Hamish is fast. He'll be able to see where Hamish is not as fast. And we're going to see this. I think this is going to come down to under a second when they cross the line. There's not a lot in it. It's heating up nicely, the battle for overall glory. Hamish Harwood leads Cody Cooper. As we tick off another lap, we're not even halfway through this race, and looking at the split times, it's still outside the 1.1 seconds. So a big second half of that race, second half of that lap from Hamish Harwood has rescued a bit of lap time speed, and Coops now desperate to try and stay on pace. Maximus Purvis was quicker than both of them on that lap around, so Maximus has now got himself on frantic race pace, and he's in the 152.9s. So don't rule Maximus Purvis out. He's only 6.8 seconds up the road, and a massive 12 minutes plus a lap still to go. Oh man, we're excited about this one here. The top three putting on a show for us. We've got still the update for the leader in Michael Kratzer. There in 4th place. He's done a wonderful job, and he got credited with a 4th place in race number 1. So he's on for back-to-back fours. Kane wants a couple of seconds down the road from him to go with Kane 7th in race 1. He's sitting in 5th at the moment. BG, Brad Groomage up into 6th place now. And so he's now made the move on Sam Cuthbertson. So they've changed around on the last lap. Jared Guthrie still there in 8th place. Ethan Waters in 9th now ahead of Madison Ladder. So Madison on that the number 67 machine. He is now hanging on to that top 10. He's got pressure coming too from Seaton Head on that Action Moto supported Kia Trailers KXF 450. Great to have Seaton Head back in MX1 Racing and inside the top 11. But Nick Darcy on the 48 there from the top of the south on the KTM with the Nelson Motorcycle Centre in behind him. That's a good top 12. But Hayden Smith on that Gas 2-stroke. 13th place for him. So that's a good result. Brady Watling on the 35 Rider Developments gas machine 14th. And Toby Winiata. Go Toby on the City Honda Manual 2 Spreader supported machine. It's a great top 15. Some good championship points coming his way after making the big campaign down south here to the South Otago, where we are at round number 1. awesome Aon Fox Pirelli Senior Motocross Championships for 2023. It's been so exciting to be here. We've had a long time coming, didn't have a Nationals last year, and now this has been an absolute treat for everyone involved as we have a look. Maximus Purvis just did the fastest lap of the race. He's quicker, again a 1:52.2, so half a second quicker than anyone else out there. And Hamish Harwood and Cody Cooper need to be careful because the man in third place, Maximus Purvis, is coming. He's now 6.1 seconds off the lead. His Coops is now 2.6 seconds off the lead. That means less than 4 seconds between Maximus and Cody Cooper. And we got another twist in the tail. We're halfway through this race now, so 10 minutes remaining plus a lap. And Hamish Harwood, pretty good consistent lap times, but it's Maximus Purvis putting on the moves here at the moment. Michael Kratzer still in fourth ahead of Kane Lamont and Brad Groombridge. So you're unchanged top six, but it's the battle out in the front we're keeping an eye on. There's still plenty of time in this moto, and plenty to unfold. We've got a lot of traffic out there when these guys start coming into lappers. It's a pretty quick and frantic track. It's easy to make a mistake. There's plenty of soft bits, there's some square edge bumps and some gnarly ruts forming up. And these guys are in the blistering hot sun, well over 20 degrees at local temperature. In the heat of the summer here in the South Otago. Hamish Harwood, one of the best technically sound riders in New Zealand motocross. This is where it'll all come to the fore for him when this track starts getting rugged. There it is for the number one, ticks off yet another lap, and it's catch me if you can now as we head to the second half of this race. Cody Cooper is now in a bit of trouble. Maximus Purvis is certainly reeling him in. And we'll have a look at some lap times here. As it's still the fastest lap of the race from Maximus, who was a little bit quicker than Hamish, but he was a lot quicker than Cody. There's only 1.5 seconds between second and third place. And Maximus, the man on a charge, brilliant stuff. And just what we wanted to see come alive here, as he has got Cody Cooper well in his sights. We've also got Hamish Harwood not far up the road either. We are in for a stadium finish for sure. Michael Kratzer there in fourth place still on the letter M. Well done to our Austrian visitor. And he's showing his class, technically a very, very solid rider. And he's going to be coming alive when we go to the likes of Mary Road, round number 3, and also Rotorua in round number 2. Rotorua Motocross Park, that will be nice and technical for him. And maybe the best is yet to come for our Austrian visitor, who's going to join us for our Summer of Motocross, which we are so excited about. With performances like this from Hamish Harwood, it's going to be spectacular to say the least. As Harwood into that dual lane section, got a lot of traffic to try and contend with. He's got to be careful. He's got a little bit of a buffer back to Coops and Maximus, but can't afford any mistakes at all. As we'll have a look at this moto unfolding beautifully. Maximus right on the back wheel of Cody Cooper. This is going to be something special. These guys have had some absolute ding-dong battles over the summer, dating back to Labour weekend, where they were tied on points and Cody Cooper won the overall on the countback. They went to the summer cross, and it was a last lap thriller with Cody Cooper crashing out of that one and giving it to Maximus. So this is on for these two. They've turned every post into a winning one this summer. And now they come to the Nationals and have got some electric speed. Hamish Harwood ticks off yet another lap. There's still 7 minutes plus 1 lap remaining in this race. And he now has a 5.3 second lead over Cody Cooper, who now is within a second, so you can see it on track. Visibly, it's almost nothing. Maximus Purvis piling on the pressure to the 39-year-old 9-time champion Cody Cooper. How's he going to respond? Is he going to be able to hang on to this one here? 7 minutes plus a lap to determine our podium setup. And this is going to play right into the hands of Hamish at 5.3 seconds up the road. And with these guys going at it hammer and tongs, he's going to be able to settle into a race pace and cruise off for this one here. Well done to Michael Kratzer. This is a great performance for him. He is 31 seconds behind our race lead, but doing a wonderful job and very solid there in fourth place on his modal best build Honda. His teammate in behind him, Kane Lamont, on that Trolley Designs Honda race team, is all on here, so look out for it. We're on. We've got Hamish Harwood in first. Maximus Purvis has made the move, so we've got Maximus into second place, and already putting a little bit of a gap between him and Cody Cooper, so well done to Maximus. What a move, and he's got himself down the back straight. Can he do anything about the man in the lead? He's got that 5.3 seconds. between them and Hamish Howard. Hamish has got a few lappers in front of him. Can we see something exciting in the final 5 minutes of this race here? The MX1 Racing, this pace is absolutely electric, and such a deep talented field. We'll give you an update of our entire top 10. As we see it, it's Hamish Howard leading ahead of Maximus Purvis, then go to Cody Cooper. It's still Michael Krutzer there in 4th. We've got Kane Lamont in 5th. And nearly out for Brad Broombridge in 6th place. Sam Cuthbertson's up into 8th ahead of Ethan Waters. And then we go to Madison Ladder in 9th. Hayden Smith's gone south up into the top 10 ahead of Seatonhead. Nick Darcy there in 12th. Tyler Steiner's charging through and got himself into 13th ahead of Bradley Watling and Jared Guthrie. Rounding out your top 15, so look out for it as we're coming out of the crunch now at top 3 after being pretty wild. A couple of laps ago has now sort of spread out into a nice little comfortable race pace. Hamish Howard, Maximus Purvis, Cody Cooper. It's 8.1 seconds from Hamish back to Maximus, and then a further 3 seconds back to Cody in 3rd. So you'd have to think running out of time here for Maximus Purvis. He's still got 4.5 minutes plus a lap to go, but the man in front has not put a foot wrong so far today, so we're going to need something special. But if anyone can do it, it's the two-time MX2 champion who's made the big step up to MX1 Racing and has been electric this summer. Hasn't had the starts he wanted so far today, so we're hoping the best is yet to come maybe for Maximus Purvis. If he can get out in front of one of these races, he will be a very tough man to beat, so he'll be happy to know how good his pace is. He's been credited with the fastest lap of this race, 1:52.2, so that is an electric lap time. So Maximus Purvis, fastest man on track, had to do it the hard way and get through Cody Cooper. And now trying to chase down the man in the lead, Hamish Howard, who's managed this race nicely, got that beautiful hole shot and has just never relinquished that lead. So Hamish Howard on the 1:44 Maximus Purvis, that's your man in 2nd place. We've got 1:21 of Cody Cooper in 3rd. They've sort of set themselves, drifted out into a comfortable race pace now, so you'd have to think that's in the books almost, unless a mistake from one of those 3. And then look out for our Austrian visitor, Michael Krutzer, there in a wonderful 4th place. And ducked in behind him, the Troy Honda of Kane Lamont. This is getting better and better for Kane Lamont as the weekend unfolds. There with a 7th in race number 1. A 5th place on the cards here, so 1, 2 and 3 from race number 1 is the same, but the order has changed slightly. Hamish Howard's still in the lead, but now we've got Maximus Purvis up into 2nd place, and then go Cody Cooper, who's sitting in 3rd place, but he's had 2 wins in MX2. Still on for a wonderful day at the office for the legendary Coops. We'll see this one here. 2.5 minutes plus 1 lap, so they're going to definitely get another lap in before that time expires. And then looking at about 2.5 laps to go for Hamish Howard. The CML KTM with Rukon Construction, Jack Links and Fox all on board. The current and defending New Zealand Open Motocross champion. He took on the world last year, and unfortunately, while he was in the top performance in Australian Motocross Championship level racing, had a big crash and had a back injury which sidelined him for the remainder of the year. Talking to him earlier this weekend and said he's feeling good, he's done a fair bit of bike time and he's loving his CML KTM, so exciting to say the least for Hamish Howard, who's well on track to defend his New Zealand MX1 title. He won it in style 2 years ago. We didn't have any national racing last year, but Hamish has put the work in and he is leading this one emphatically now at the moment. He's looking class, and there's 1.5 minutes left on the clock, so he's going to come around and grab the final 2 laps to go. That time will expire after he crosses the line and goes around again. So you go 20 minutes, and then after the 20 minutes expires, the white flag will come out for the race leader on the next pass. It's not going to be this time here, but it will be 1 lap after this. So there we have it. Hamish Howard on the number 1. He's got now 2 laps to go for Hamish Howard on the 1. Commanding lead over Maximus Purvis, who's had a hard charging performance. He's still got that 1:52.2. That is still the fastest lap of the race, so he'll be credited with that if he can hang on to it. And he starts the final 2 laps in 2nd place. Cody Cooper on the 1:21, who chased hard for the race lead early. They had to settle in there in a race pace, and then got chased down by Maximus. still a quality third place to go with his second in Moto number 1. So 2 laps to go for our top competitors here at MX1. Brought to us by Ag and Auto Direct, one of our local sponsors here from the South Otago Motorcycle Club, which is just an absolute treat. The track is absolutely brilliant. As far as a race fan is concerned, you cannot ask for much more than this. It's fast, it's flowing, it's got technical and soft and rough, and it's just something brilliant to watch. So the business end of motor number 2 for MX1, and Hamish Harwood on that CML KTM. He's got the number 1 on his bike. He's already won race number 1, and now about a lap and a half from repeating the dose. He's had a couple of 1-2-5 wins here today as well. And this is heading towards a flawless day at the office if he can hang on to this one here. He's got his work cut out for him, because straight after this, MX125, they are on the line and ready to rock and roll with their third and final moto of the day, where he's already had 2 wins, but he'll be starting to feel this rough and rugged Riverside Reserve Raceway. And some pretty hot and lethal conditions here. So Hamish Harwood, take nothing away from the legend that is this man. Full-up multiple-time MX125 champion. He's a 4-time MX2 champion, and now he's got the number 1 on his bike. He's the current MX1 champion, and he's now 1 lap away with the white flag coming out from. So he starts his final lap, 1 lap to go. Hamish Harwood on task here for back-to-back race wins. Maximus Purvis still there in second place, and knows he's got the speed. This is going to shape up nicely. Moto number 3, if we can get a better start from Maximus Purvis, I think he'll be a tough man to beat. So go Maximus, and this is what his championship hopes are needed to beat Cody Cooper, and this one here will be amazing for him. Cody got the second in race number 1. Max got the third, so this one will mean those two are tied on points heading into the last one. 1 lap to go for these guys here. Anything can still happen. It's not over till it's over. But with the way the split times have separated, you'd have to think really a mistake or a disaster for one of our competitors would cost them their podium spot now. As Hamish Harwood, what a performance he's put in here. Just managed this race to perfection. Got that whole shot, got that CML KTM out in front. And now ticking off the laps in style. He's half a lap away from ultimate glory here, and he will take a commanding points lead into the third and final race of the day. So a long championship. We've got 12 races in all, including the 3 here. We've got 3 more at our other remaining rounds, which is Rotorua in 2 weeks' time. We then go a further 2 weeks after that to Mary Road in the Hawke's Bay. And then after that, we're looking at the finale special at Digger McEwen Motocross Park, the home of New Zealand motocross, and that is going to be spectacular. So look out for it. See if you can get to as many rounds as you can, but if you can't get to the track, join us live on Ctas. So Ctas Live bringing us all the action of our New Zealand Motocross Championships. What was my Aon, Fox and Pirelli? And getting excited here, because only a couple of corners away. I'll stand on my feet for this one here, and a big round of applause coming this man's way. What a performance, what a day at the office he's in store for here. 2 MX125 wins, an MX1 win, and now to add to that, the second race win at MX1 at a massive points advantage heading his way. Well done to Hamish Harwood. The CML KTM man will come home for another race win. And he's going to have to get himself straight on the line, because MX125 is up next. Here it is for 44. The Altham Window Systems Chase Yamaha Maximus Purvis. That's a bit of a statement in New Zealand Senior Motocross. He's got the fastest lap of the race and chased down Cody Cooper and got into second place. So if we can get a bit of start from Max, I think he'll be a tough man to beat here in Moto number 3. So this is going to be a magical MX1 championship. Here is the legend Cody Cooper, a second in race 1, and he'll match that with a third here in race number 2. And he'll be matched on points with Maximus Purvis, so still some overall glory yet to be determined for those guys out there. What a classy top 3, what a performance. And that is now in the books. Here comes the letter M. Well done to Michael Kratzer. Another brilliant performance. He had a 4th in race 1. He's backed it up here with another 4th. And showing us his class and European flair out there. Well done to the M. He will get credited with another 4th. And still in line for some podium overall glory in race number 3 later on. We're going to cross down to the podium now and catch up with our electric race winners, and we'll see you down there. All right, getting excited about this one here. Our podium performance for race 2 in MX1, and credited with a wonderful second place. Let's start with them up here with Hamish set to run off to the 125 start. So let's go with the number 44 and another second trip for the podium. Well done, Maximus Purvis. How's that, mate? Chased down Coops and got the second. That must feel pretty good.
Yeah, definitely got off to a bad start, and then had to get in a nice groove, and yeah, just slowly catching him, and then yeah, just picking off the laps, got past them. But nah, the track's pretty rough out there anyway.
So not the best of starts, but you got credited with the fastest lap out there, so that's got to feel pretty good hitting that third and final one. You get a better start and it's all on.
Yeah, definitely just need to get the start and then just get a good flow going and then just run the race.
Yeah. So yes, he's pretty hot and brutal out there. The track's looking gnarly, so you're going to need everything you got in that motor number 3.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, well done, man. Awesome. That's a brilliant performance. So another trip to the podium, and one step further, the Maximus Purvis. We've got Hamish lining up in the next one here. So he's gone off to that one here. Cody Cooper's gone to just recuperate, ready for his MX2 race in a couple. So great to catch up with them later on in the day. But that's a wrap up MX1 for race number 2. And up next, our MX125, the third and final round of racing. We're going to start crowning some overall glory and seeing where our championship starts heating up. So coming up next, MX125. All right, getting revved up.